Hi, Scorpio. This is supposed to be a quick reading, but let's see. All right, let's see. God, angels, universe. Hi, can you please bless Scorpio with a nice message, a great message, an incredible message. I love you. Thank you so much. Amen. Pentacles, Pentacles. Two of Wands. Being at a crossroad, not necessarily knowing how to move forward. Follow your heart, Scorpio. Believe in yourself. Now, let's talk about the King of Cups. That's you, Scorpio, right? Kings in the tarot are fixed, okay? Fixed energy, fixed signs. That's Aquarius, that's Taurus, that's Scorpio, and that's Leo. Those are the fixed signs. And the fixed signs kind of says, hey, I want things to basically maintain and stabilize, and I'm in my comfort zone, and I'm happy, and I'm a master. I understand, right? It's more so being fixated or stationary in a particular energy field. Well, the King of Cups, you being a water sign, kind of says, you know what? I'm pretty secure. I'm pretty, emotionally intelligent. I know what I'm talking about. I feel comfortable in my skin. I know who I is. Okay. But when it comes to whatever this decision is, all that shit's going out the window. Like, you're like, what? I don't know. What she said? Right? Kind of feels like there is some confusion here about the next path forward. Yeah, look at that. The Hermit. The next path forward, the next journey, the next chapter. Almost even I could hear Dirty Dent. Now I've had the time of my life. Right? It's almost like something is coming down to the wire, coming down to an ending, some sort of closure. And I feel like for a lot of you, you are analyzing whether or not you want something to close out, or you're analyzing, well, what am I going to do after it closes? Okay. You're now starting to wonder what to do next, what the next steps ahead are. Yeah, you're in your head. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I love this message. My angels just said you can't find clarity between your ears. Right? In other words, think about your human mind. Your human mind is filled with everything you know about everything you've been exposed to. Right? So you know about kindergarten maybe, or first grade, or third grade, or graduation, your first job, your first love, right? All of that information is stored in your mind. Now, the problem with that is anything that you don't know, right? So any other opportunities that are out there, they're outside of your realm of understanding, right? Like, as an example, if y'all wanted to become an astronaut and you wanted to be the 14th person on Mars, right? You don't know what the hell astronauts do, or, what it feels like to go into space, and what it would feel like to be on another planet. You don't know none of that. You only know based on what you've been exposed to. Here's why this is important. You're looking for something in a space that is flawed, right? As in, you're looking for a solution in the problem zone, right? And you're overthinking here. You're in your head here. You're trying to manifest some sort of positive outcome, but it's almost like you can't either let go of the past, or you don't know what to look forward to in the future because you ain't been there yet. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Not only that, but when it comes to making this decision about the path forward, some of you are handicapped, right? You're a little lopsided. You're like, well, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna make $1 million. I ain't got $5. Right? All right. Let's reel it back in. So I feel like the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords is basically saying, listen, we want you to pay attention. We want you to get to the crux of the problem. We want you to get to the core. But just kind of make sure that core has nothing to do with your past, right? As in, I drove across the street and I got a flat. Okay. We're wanting you to more so study how you got the flat, more so than I probably shouldn't have drove across the street. You see what I mean? In other words, we want you to look at things from a root perspective, as in a realm of possibilities, as a universal, as a spiritual perspective, versus a human, physical, habitual perspective. I hope that makes sense. I feel like something flying in here. Don't y'all hate it when there's a loud ass damn flying bug? It just be crashing into shit. It's like, damn it. Put some glasses on, Carl. All right. I feel like for a lot of you, it kind of feels like you're trying to talk yourself out of faithlessness. You're returning to a love state. You're returning to some sort of, back in the day, childhood, unconditional, full house of love. But I feel like you're also wanting to cut off any confusion or doubt. Okay, all right. That makes sense to me. My angels just said, you're trying to guarantee success, and by guaranteeing, what was it? If any of you ever follow like race car driving, like NASCAR, drifting, any sort of sport, rally car, gymkhana, anything like that, one very crucial thing is those cars have to be light as hell. Okay? You can't have a bag of Doritos and your 40 pack of water in any of those vehicles. You got to offload any sort of weight, because weight enhances speed. Not only that, but weight is sort of a deterrent. It'll start fishtailing or roll over or something like that, right? That's what this message is kind of similar to, as in, you have to offload and rid yourself of any mental past weight that could be affecting your journey forward. That's what we want you focusing on, right? Trimming the fat. Oh, God. She's probably going to come out here. I don't know. The Empress, Angel said, and some of y'all, it starts with your mama. God, I don't know who that is. I know. Some of you, your mom is your biggest supporter. Some of y'all, she ain't. She's your biggest distractor. Six of Pentacles, breadcrumbing. Balancing out. That's not breadcrumbing. That's balancing out. Yeah, this whole reading is about offloading some sort of mental weight. I don't know what that is. You're trying to manifest success. I get it. Oh, I got it. Thank you, angels. My angel said what you're trying to offset or offload is your bad overthinking habits. Judgment. There we go. Five of Cups. King of Pentacles. Two of Cups. She didn't come out. And the Sun card. Okay. So this is finally, once and for all, letting something from your past go. Something that was very deeply emotionally hurtful. It's you finally letting it go and forgiving someone. Yeah, because you've been holding on. Not only have you been holding on, but holding on to whatever this was has been a major blockage to not just your happiness, but your love life, your money, your progress, your finances, your stability. That's a lot of freaking words. The Hermit with the Eight of Swords is almost looking for guidance from the universe and neglecting your own mind. Another way I could say that is fuck your mind, follow your intuition. I might try to squeeze that into the title of this reading. Fuck your mind, follow your intuition. Because again, everything that sits inside of your mind, yes, all of the solutions sit inside of your mind. But guess what? So do all of the problems. And if you are a Scorpio, if you are a lower vibrating Scorpio, right? You're going to default to the darkness. You're going to default to in your head. You're going to default to past memories. You're going to default to resentments. You're going to default to disappointments and depression and sadness and loneliness, right? That's another way of self-sabotaging and also keeping yourself small. And what that means is to Scorpio, Scorpio says, now listen up, Scorpio, because this is a true blue Scorpio tactic. This is how you will know if you are a true Scorpio. Because you say to yourself, I need to know where all of the bullshit is so I can learn how to get around it or deal with it or get past it. True blue Scorpios will say that. I need to know where all the pitfalls are. I need to know where all the loopholes are. It's almost like a minefield. I need to know where all the, explosives are so I can know how to not blow myself up. The problem with this mentality, and you heard my voice, crescendo, the problem with this is that you ain't on a fucking minefield. You're at the beach. Okay? So in areas of your life that doesn't require this level of investigation, you still overanalyze and investigate it, but it's out of alignment. It's out of place, right? Why the hell am I looking for landmines in the produce section of Walmart? Now, somebody just said, well, just in case the fruit is sour and there's some sort of salmonella put. You know what? I'm done. Go get off my channel, right? Again, you are looking for the threat to be able to prevent the threat or to be able to get around the threat, right? But the problem is there's no fucking threat. All right. I'm back. Right? Or the Eight of Swords, because whatever this is, Scorpio, you are looking into your bag of grief and grievances. And you're like, okay, yeah, so what am I going to do? Where am I going to go next? And we're like, are you fucking kidding me? You in that bag again? Oh, okay, so you just got over depression. Right? And you're ready to move forward. And as you move forward, you're going to say some stupid shit to us like, well, I hope it's nothing to make me depressed again. I'm sorry. I might be a little triggered. I'm trying to bring myself back. Now, here's why, again, this is the return card. The Six of Cups is going back to your inner child, going back to your beautiful moment when you were happy. The Five of Cups is disappointment. So you're good here until you start thinking about, man, I don't want to get too happy because, I know when I got too happy back when I was in the 7th grade and then Miss Marsha gave me all that damn homework, fucked up my whole weekend. So this time around, I'm not going to get too happy because I know some disappointment is coming in. Scorpio, stop. Okay? The Sun card. Happiest card in the tarot. Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Did I see the 10 of Pentacles? Not in this reading. Got the 6 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. Did I see the 6 of Swords? 6 of Swords. You got 3 sixes. Excuse me. You got 4. Every 6 is on the table. Every 6. Right? 6s in the Tower represents overcoming. Right? You know what you're overcoming? The motherfucking 5s. See the 5? That's the 5 of Cups. That's emotional. So it just kind of feels like you just overcame something emotional. Now that you overcame something emotional, you don't know what to do. So you're like, where do I go? And your fucked up ass mind is like, well, I hope it's not where you just came from. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I can't. Now here's the thing, because I'm human like you guys are. right? So to me, I'd be like, well, how the hell can I plan for the unknown when I don't know what the hell is in the unknown, right? How can I plan for something that I can't see? And the angels are like, well, you have visualization, right? You have imagination, right? And Scorpio's like, fuck that imagination shit. I need to see it. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. I'm triggering myself first of all, right? But I kind of feel like for a lot of you, truth be told, you have been so hurt and so fucked up in your past that you don't know how to be hopeful anymore. You don't know how to look forward anymore. You don't even know how to fucking believe. Remember, 8 of Swords for me is a lack of belief. Some of y'all, your faith is in the toilet. It's rolling down a river right now. And the universe is like, you know what? Fuck all that. Fuck your mind. Fuck whatever you think. Fuck what you've been through. We got some good times coming. Now, by the way, when I said, oh, you got some good times coming, if you just said to yourself, from your lips to God's ears, or I hope she right, you are exactly who I'm talking about. Okay. All right. I said this was going to be a quick reading. Let me get my Moonology cards out and go home, which I'm sitting in my home right now. So angels, there's judgment. Judge me. I know. It's almost like you take the sum of all of your experiences and you make an educated decision. And I get that, right? But you ain't got to do that right now. I really do feel like the universe is just saying to you, have fucking fun. Right? Can you say that to somebody, please, for me? Have fucking fun. Maybe that'll be to put this reading, right? The name of this reading. Have fucking fun, Scorpio. All right. Moonology. What you get? Look, I can't make this up. You see who that little arachnode or whatever it is. Scorpions are not arachnodes. But you see that scorpion sitting in front of that moon? This is your card. Release the negativity. I know. 2 of Cups. You falling in love with burdens instead of people, life, experiences, new experiences. That makes sense. I know. You know what? Sidebar, Scorpio. I got to talk to my angels real quick. But here's the thing. Again, we got these goobly gob brains in our heads, right? And in these brains, what fires off signaling to a lot of us are called neurons. And it's almost like the more you think about something, the more you experience something, they create these neural pathways. I think that's where memories are created. So we are, in a lot of cases, angels are hardwired to repeat the past or default to the past or think about the past all over again, right? And angels are saying, well, don't y'all motherfuckers have cognitive behavioral something or other where you can break those neurons? First of all, I ain't realized that some of y'all were psychology majors in the cosmos. Okay. All right, back to you, Scorpio. So what I was just checked on was if you were conditioned to it, you can uncondition away from it. That's not real English. Let's try that again. If you were conditioned to think a certain way, to be a certain way, to love a certain way, to manage money a certain way, you can go in and reprogram that conditioning. Okay. Okay. I love it. I love it. Don't let pride get in your way. That's a Leo card. That Leo is ruled by the sun. Pride is strong. Well, I'm already older. I don't want nobody to look at me stupid. I'm 65 and I still don't know how to balance my checkbook. So the fuck what? Look, don't let your past hold you back. I can't make this up. Emotions are running high. Now, I also have another demographic of Scorpios I need to holla at real quick. Hoping my phone don't cut off because it is on 0%. But anytime I bring back the past, there's always somebody in the comments section be like, oh, I hope this person don't come back. Well, I'm pretty sure you do have other people in your life you do want to come back, but you don't default to them because, again, you always go to the darkest, most mucked upness experience. But anytime we talk about the past coming back, it may be something good, right? As in, you worked a job and then got laid off and it was the funnest, bestest job you ever had. Well, if the past comes back, how come the past can't be like, hey, you bumped into a coworker, they changed management and there are 2 positions open that, both of them you would qualify for, and they're paying a gazunky amount of money, right? Why is it? I know the neural pathways. I was just going to say, and my angels are correcting me, why is it that when we think about the past, we default to the negative? We don't default to the positive. This situation here is like, we don't give a shit what you default about when you are moving forward. Move forward positively, right? Whether you're bringing baggage back from your past or not, move forward positively. All right, Scorpio. I love you. I keep looking over here. King of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. There could be a love offer coming in for a lot of you. This love offer could be your equally yoked person. I don't believe in the one. I don't believe in soulmates. I don't believe in twin flames. Okay. But this person who kind of comes in kind of feels like they're your equal, whatever that means. Now, when I say equal, I don't mean you like cars, they like cars. I feel like if you like adventure, they don't go on adventures, but they're open to adventure. They didn't have anybody to go anywhere with, so they didn't, take adventures. Okay, so this person is more so complementary and compatible. All right, that's this, because they wouldn't let me out this reading because they kept showing me these 3 cards. King of Pentacles, emotional stability. 2 of Cups, financial stability, emotional union, and an offer. So it just kind of feels like something is headed toward you that's going to just curl your toes. And you're going to sit and look at it like, well, let me go through my past Rolodex, and I did say Rolodex, and see how to handle this. And we're like, if you don't throw that fucking Rolodex away, nobody uses those anymore. All right, Scorpio, I'm done. I'm going to sit myself down, even though I'm already sitting down. I will see you guys in the next one. Personal readings are still open. Link is in the description. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I love you. Bye-bye.